just to make sure, Eric, that it's on the record this time. He said he couldn't hear me do the minutes, call the meeting order last time. So, all right, pulling up. Roll call's obviously happening now. Thank you, Eric. To corrections to approval of the previous meetings minutes. So hopefully everyone has been taking a look, or is going to take a look, whatever. And I will entertain a motion at any time to approve the minutes from last week's meeting. Sarah Zebel.
Yeah, I'll approve my own minutes. I make a motion to approve the minutes.
Motion's been made by Sarah Zebel. VP Jones, is that a second?
Yes, it is.
All right. And so all those in favor of approving the minutes from last week's meeting, or meeting from a couple of weeks ago, whatever, you guys know, use the hand raising feature now and keep your hands up for me, please. Okay, and then you can put them down. And all those opposed, you can put them up now. And Eric, you still have your hand up. And then down, and any abstentions, you can put them up now. All right, the minutes from last week's meeting passed. So moving down to the agenda for tonight. Same thing, take a look at it if you have not already. And whenever anyone is ready and would like to make a motion, I will accept it. And VP Jones, that motion?
So moved. Yes, it is.
All right, and then do we have a second? It looks like Senator Zebel, is that a second?
Yes, sir.
All right. All those in favor of approving the GA agenda for tonight's meeting, use the hand raising feature now and leave your hands up. And you can put them down. And all those opposed, you can put your hands up now. And down. And any abstentions, you can put them up now. And the agenda has been approved for tonight's meeting. So awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's keep moving down the list. And we have no public comments for this GA, and officer and committee reports, executive council report, President Green. Well, the things that we talked about were a few things, but I'm just going to throw out what we just had last talked about on the agenda. Fall Senate timeline, priorities of all the officers, how they're doing with getting connected with their committee members and scheduling meetings and whatnot. This was VP Yildiz's first time back from the opt-out all summer. So she's she was also in attendance, and Jack, VP interim VP Shockney, was helping, helping her out with getting settled down and up to speed. Yeah, we discussed what the GA. We discussed what the GA would be for next week. And we have a meeting time set, which is right now Mondays 9 to 10 in the morning every week. And furthermore, Eric, if you have any questions or would like to attend a executive council meeting, that's perfectly fine, as they are open meetings to everyone. Yeah, just let us know, and if you would like to just sit in, or if you actually wanted to be like a guest, have public comments and actually speak and something like that. So just let us know. But you're more than welcome, and we're here to help and do whatever we can for you. Okay. But other than that, that really concludes my report. Moving down. I'm not seeing any hands right now okay, good, no hands. Woo! All right, moving down. Admin and Finance Committee, vacant. Legislative and Rules Committee, VP Labella, do you have a report for us?
No report, just that hopefully we'll be setting our meeting time soon and have a report in the near future.
Awesome. And hey, great picnic today, by the way. I mean, woo! It was a great
You
night.
weren't there.
Oh. All right, I know, joking. Okay, moving down. Well, we'll have to probably get interim VP Shockey's report later, as he's out tabling right now, solo. He's doing a solo table job. So you see him walking down the halls, you give him a big Air 5, and he's taking one for the team. So go Jack. All right, moving now then. Public Relations Committee with VP Jones. Do you have a report for us?
Sure do. Simple and sweet. PR committee is going to start scheduling our meetings starting next week, and there will also be a scheduled social media post for the weekly postings. If anybody would like to get some office hours in and help out with that, we're more than welcoming for additional help as need be.
All right. Any questions for Senator VP Jones? And does that conclude your report, VP Jones?
Senator Giardelli, is that a question or? Okay, then yes, that concludes my report.
All right, awesome. Thank you, VP Jones. And then moving down to the only advisory report with Advisor Rome.
Awesome. I am very excited to be back. It's been awesome to see many of you on campus already. Some hybrid meetings, and thank you to everyone who's been doing the tabling. That is awesome. We're getting student interest from tabling. There's also some students who've expressed interest from, it's called like an interest inventory that new students can take and tell us what activities and organizations and programs they're interested in. So I haven't mentioned this to VP Jones yet, but I'm going to give him that information to reach out to students who are interested. So I think we've got at least, I'd say between 10 and 15 names. So out of that, if we get one or two, that'll be probably on par with past years. So people sign up for lots of stuff and then have to whittle it down to what they actually want to do. I mostly wanted to just reiterate some of the points that I made in the email yesterday. First being that I know I put it in big red that we're doing meetings in person, but any person for any reason should feel that they can request to participate in the meeting hybrid. You don't need a doctor's note. You don't need extensive documentation or reasoning. Just an email to President Green and myself would be absolutely sufficient for the executive team to make a decision. So just wanted to make sure that you all knew that was not a difficult process, just that we are following what's in the bylaws, at least until or if there's some change there, just because the meetings are happening in person. We're going to go back to the sort of structure that's in place for in-person meetings. So for the first meeting, if you think that you're going to want to attend or need to attend virtually next week, If you can get a request before the end of the day on Sunday so that the exec team can review it Monday morning, that would be perfect. So you can either request a meeting at a time or specific dates, or you can say, do I have permission to attend all of the meetings all semester virtually? Both of those are totally an option. So whatever works for you. And if you attend a couple in person and then change your mind and need to request later, totally fine to do that. So there's not a deadline to request, just needs to happen before the exec team meets, not like all requests for the semester need to come in by Sunday. Any questions about that? Okay. It'll also be helpful to see by Monday who and how many people want to attend virtually, so we can figure out the technology pieces as well. All right, Senator Ciargelli, what do you got?
Yes, sorry, I actually had a question. So what's the procedure? I was intending to attend in person, but then I had an issue with my basically car service being delayed, so I didn't have means to travel there last minute. So I just basically informed everyone via the Teams chat.
Yeah, so today technically was still a virtual meeting from the summer.
Oh, okay.
If that comes up in the future, we can definitely make sort of last minute urgent requests happen. The exec team has the ability to communicate outside of meetings. It's just better if they can sort of make those decisions in discussion with each other. And then there's also, if you recall, sort of the unexpected absence, excused absence policy too. So if something unexpected came up and you couldn't make it at all, there's a way for that to be excused as well. So both of those policies are at your disposal, the ability to tune in remotely or have an excused absence. Other questions?
Thank you.
Okay. So some of the other things that I mentioned in my email, I have Senate keys. Many of you have probably never been to the Student Life office, don't know what the Senate office is all about, but it's a great space, primarily for Senate business, obviously, but also a great space to hang out and do other classwork as long as you're willing to jump in and do Senate work as well. At any moment, right? Because that's what the space is for. It's a great way to collaborate with other senators and officers. We will be kind of coming up with tasks that need to be done actually in the physical space in addition to the virtual space, and kind of figuring out what it all will look like. As of right now, we actually hadn't talked about it as an exec team, but probably should add, now that I'm thinking about it, discussion about office hours, whether I don't think there should be a requirement to do them in person, but I think the exec team should make that discussion happen next week, maybe. But feel free to come by and get a key. I'll check it out to you. You'll return it once you're done as a senator, whether that's in May or next May or 2 years from now. It will be yours for as long as you are on the Student Senate. And I haven't had a chance to see if anybody signed up to be a greeter next week, but if you can, it is a great way to meet students and bring some visibility. So definitely sign up if you're able. I know not everyone can come to campus and make that happen, but if you can and you can read a map and read an FAQ, you'll be good. You'll have lots of people to help as well. And if at any point you want to meet with me for any reason, if it's informal, feel free to stop in my office or send me a message in Teams to see if I'm free. If it's more in depth or want to make sure you catch me when you're going to be on campus, feel free to use that link to set up a meeting with me. That's open for all of you. Although I have regular meetings with all the officers, I don't typically have regular ones with senators, but I am available to you and want to support you and get to know you. So yeah, it's going to be a great semester. And finally, Sean and I will be discussing stipends next week, and hopefully we'll be able to get those on the next pay period, which that check would be 2 weeks from tomorrow on September 10th. So you should expect that unless you hear from me that it isn't working out. But that is when summer stipends should be going through, and I'll let you know what amounts through a document that you'll have to sign through Adobe Sign next week. I think that's everything. And any questions? Awesome. That concludes my report.
All right, thank you, Advisor Rome. And yeah, definitely, if you can sign up to do a greet and help greet students and welcome them back. I know I'm doing it, and I know Advisor Rome's doing it. It's a good time too. You get to meet people. All right, moving on. So I always lose my spot. This is really bad. All right, okay. Student Activities Board. It's currently vacant right now. There will be meetings at some point, I think within the next end of the next month or something like that is when I talked with Tim on Wednesday. So you're here when I hear something, everyone will hear something. So besides that, then moving on, Racial Equity Committee with Senator Klonsinski and VP Yildiz. Do you have a report for either one of us? Do either one of you have a report? That's what I meant to say.
I do not have a report at this time. I did get a message from Lucia Nunez about meeting with her about the Racial Equity Committee, so I hope to plan that soon. But that's all I have to report at this time.
That's a report, That's a report. So you got your first report. Yeah, come on. All right. All right, then moving down. I really can't see these. Student Engagement and Outreach Committee is vacant at the moment. Textbook Affordability Committee, President Green and Interim VP Shockey. I will just say that I think I know that the next meeting is either like I don't want to say it's next week. I think it's the week afterwards or something like that. But I'm not 100% sure because meetings were trying to be figured out at the time. They were trying to get an actual meeting date set. So again, when I find something, you'll find it out. All right. So besides that, then moving on to this is really bad. Oh, Public Safety Committee. Senator Willis. Is Senator Willis here with us? Does not look like it. Okay. And I'm gonna just highlight these things. Okay. All right. Metro Campus reports. Reedsburg is currently vacant. Watertown is currently vacant. Portage is currently vacant. Fort Atkinson is currently vacant. Goodman South. Senator Virgil, do you have a report for us?
I don't have a report besides the fact that Wolfpack Welcome was a success last week. Definitely
was. And to that point, we have some, they call them Campus Fun Days, not Wolfpack Welcomes, I guess. But, and it's still on that Wolfpack Welcome sign-up sheet, though. Me and, I think, I'm pretty sure me and Jack are going to go out to Watertown on whatever the day is. Any help that we can get with trying to go to our regional campuses and recruit, it's really, really needed, and it would really help us out a lot. So just think about it, but I'm going to move on. So College Assembly and Council reports. Then College Assembly, Senator Chardelli.
No meeting, no report.
All right, thank you. Academic Council, VP Jones.
So due to scheduling constraints with the executive meeting today, I was unable to attend for the full meeting. However, the part that I was able to be present for, the council was overseeing their position on having a IBPS facilitator as part of the council's procedures and just how to handle the shortage of facilitators for all of the councils and different needs throughout campus, how they were going to handle that going forward. So there were some good plans, nothing set in stone yet, but so far the council survived without one, so I think we'll do just fine going forward regardless. One thing that did come out that I will be touching on next week's report is going to be the fall timeline of ideas for the council itself, things that we would like to get accomplished before the year end.
Right.
And that concludes my report.
All right, thank you very much. Any questions for VP Jones and the Academic Council? Otherwise, moving on. Okie doke. Then Diversity and Community Relations Council with Senator Klonczynski. What do you got for us?
We have our upcoming meeting this Wednesday, September 1st, which I will be attending, which will be my first meeting. So I'm very excited, and that's all I have to report for right now.
Great. It's very welcoming. So nothing to worry about, I promise. All right. So then Facilities Planning and Investment Council, Senator Willis, and unless I'm going to double check again, she is not in here. So then I will move on. Finance Council is vacant. Information Technology Council, Senator Zebel.
No update from the last one.
All right, thank you very much. Institutional Effectiveness Council, Interim VP Shockneys and tabling. But I believe we have a co-chair here on the meeting that could maybe give some information if there's anything relevant to share.
I've been out for the last 3 months. I don't know.
Yes, but there might be something. Who knows?
Yeah.
All right.
I haven't gotten caught up yet.
All right, cool. Well, then moving down, Professional Development Council, Senator Virgil. Do you have a report for us?
I do not have a report at this time. The next time we are meeting is September 20th.
All right, thank you very much. And then Student Affairs Council, VP Labella. You got a report for us?
So Student Affairs is actually meeting for the first time tomorrow. Unfortunately, due to my work schedule, I can only attend about the first 15 minutes of the meeting. However, they already sent in the email that they're not talking about much at all this meeting. There's not going to be enough, I think, people attending or something. So a lot of the big juicy stuff will be in the next meeting.
Hey, you're getting 15 minutes in there. That's, it's better than nothing. We're all like that. So keep it up. And then moving on, we have no old business items to discuss today. New business items, you don't have any of those either. Non-business housekeeping items, we have none of those as well. And then announcements. So there were no office hours this week. There were also no office hours next week. So enjoy that. Classes are the priority. Get yourself settled in and feeling good, and then we'll start that back up. And I would assume that the following week, if not the week after that. But we'll let you know in enough time and then we'll communicate that in advance to you know. Besides that, check your Teams. Microsoft Teams, your student email account. Frequently get in the habit of always checking this if you don't usually, because that's where you're going to be getting emails from me or notifications or whomever from Advisor Rome, the E-team, from one senator to another senator. You don't know, just start doing it. All right. Complete all the Blackboard training courses by next Monday. So if you haven't finished them yet, or if you're behind on a few of them, get them all done by next Monday. Those do play a factor in the stipend. So, it's get them done. That's the big issue. That's the big thing here is to get them done. And then, again, kind of like how Advisor Rome said in her report, the GA next week, for September 2nd, will be in person, room D1630. It's the big room, in down. It's not easy to explain. But there is also that hybrid option that will be available. All right. So now I'm going to go back and see if there were any questions. And yep, I knew we'd have questions. So All right, so VP Jones, question?
More of just another announcement or comment. Are we
Yeah.
going to go over the photo meeting?
Oh, yeah. Good thing. Yeah, it was right in here, and yes. I can create a poll if you want, or I could just, or what I would prefer to do is to say, since we always, every Thursday from now on, we have GAs, I can say, you have the 2nd, the 9th, the 16th, the 23rd, or the 30th. Now, after the 16th, you get back after the 16th, VP Labella, when do you get back?
Since I'm leaving for a family issue, the day is not specific yet.
Okay, so I think it might not be a bad idea to put it closer to at the end of the month, but it's a Sam's call on what they feel that they would like to do, but everyone needs to have a picture.
I was going to say, should we explain exactly what we're talking about first?
Yeah, I mean, I have talked about it before, you know, and so I'll just emphasize on this thing again. Part of your job is to advocate for students. You usually do that if we weren't having a pandemic in person, for open meetings where any student can come in and check out what you're doing. All of the GAs over the last year have been posted online, so anyone in the world can see them right now. What we're trying to do is to have these profiles, one for senators to kind of explain what their degrees are, what things they like, so you kind of know, students get to know their senators, but two, a Senate picture, a safe, I'm making that very clear, safe picture. I bet you there's going to be, I already bet in my mind there's going to be some logistics about that, but all I can say is that the end result of that will be safe so that everyone feels comfortable, but it lets us put up new updated information on not only on our website, but all of our social media, on all the brochures that we hand out, on the monitors that play throughout the day on a cycle. They have 3-year-old, information on there. It's we got some great stuff going for us this year, and we did that last year. We want to make sure that we're really showing that work that we're doing, and not stuff that we did do. So that's the reason why. Again, and I think that everyone can understand that. Sarah Virgil, you have a question?
I do.
Yeah.
So let's say that I forgot to log my office hours last week, which I did, and you sent me an email, and you saw me at the Wolfpack Welcome. Does that affect me?
Me seeing you at the Wolfpack Welcome, does not affect the fact that you have a responsibility that you must get them done. I would guess, though, very strongly that if your points were to be any points that you had accrued against you, though, were probably not in any sort of jeopardy as you've been doing the things that have been asked of you. And you sometimes just don't always get your hours logged. But yeah, I don't, just because you see me doesn't waive them. If we had a vice president of admin finance, they would actually be the one that would be, taking that. That's their role. And you'd be getting you're getting barked at to make sure you get those done. So yeah, but I wouldn't worry about it. I would just keep in mind for the future. You got, try to work to remember every Sunday 11:59. Every Sunday 11:59. That's it. So I saw Sarah. I saw Sarah VP Jones's hand. Does that help kind of answer your question? I should say that to you first, Sarah Virgil. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, it clarifies my question. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So VP Jones.
I would just also like to state that the points do reset at the end of the semester. So as long as you aren't in any danger, which I don't believe you are, just given track record and timing, you'll be fine going into the fall semester. That'll reset back to 0, and then just remember to log them as you go. That's really the only thing I will say is that they do affect your stipend once you get to a certain point, even if you're not in danger of being kicked off Senate. That is part of the participation. And I think that's what Advisor Rome was going to touch on. So just to keep in mind of that you try to log them as best you can. And I'm actually going to work with other members of the Executive Council to maybe send out reminders at the end of the week before that, like a few days, just to make sure people remember. We all have things on our plate. It happens, but President Green's right. We do have to make sure we're logging them just in fairness to everybody.
Sounds great. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, and any other questions? This is a moment where anyone can say whatever they gotta say, feel whatever they feel, announcements, whatever. The floor is open, or else I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. It's up to you guys. All right, VP Jones, is that a motion?
I move to adjourn.
All right, motion's been made by VP Jones. Do we have a second? I actually saw Senator Virgil on that one. All right, she seconded. All those in favor of adjourning the meeting tonight, use the hand raising feature now and keep them up. Okay. Okay.
I
All
had an
right. Well,
announcement.
there we go. That's all. That's straight up all of them. So, all right. The meeting, Eric, has been adjourned at 5:05 p.m. There you go. All right. I hope everyone has a great rest of the weekend.
Oh, wait. I had announcements to it now, but I'm gonna be sending out a bio information out to everybody for the Senate website. I'm gonna send it out to everybody and touch more base on it in an email because most people aren't here. But to everyone that is here, I'm gonna send that out. Fill that out as fast as possible so I can get the website updated with your bio information, and your picture that we will be taking will be sent there too. So let's make that look pretty. But other than that, we're good. You guys can leave now. We're good.
Yeah, you don't technically. We have adjourned. You do not have to follow Robert's rules anymore. But I appreciate you being so respectful, VP LaBella.
Eric, I have a lot of bio sheets from new senators that I started. I'll email them to you.